carnage he saw.
To see your son come out with his hands over his heads and have to walk past dead bodies, it's not something any parent or anybody should ever have to see.
In a related story, a House bill that would raise the minimum wage to buy a certain semi-automatic rifles is on its way to the full House for a vote. A House committee voted today to pass House Bill 2744 with an 8-5 vote. The bill now heads to Calendar Committee, which will decide when it will come up for a vote on the House floor. The House has until midnight to give preliminary approval to the bill in order for it to have a chance to become law. In Brownsville, a makeshift memorial continues to grow at the site of Sunday's fatal crash that left 8 migrants dead and critically injured 10. The site is decorated with crosses, flowers, candles, and other items. Police say most of the victims are from Venezuela. Meanwhile, the driver of the SUV that rammed into the crowd has been charged with 8 counts of manslaughter. Police are still trying to determine if he deliberately hit the migrants or if it was an accident. Investigators say the suspect ran a red light, lost control of the vehicle, then plowed into the people at the bus stop. One migrant claims the driver yelled anti-immigrant slurs as he was trying to flee the scene, and then he appeared drunk. The horrific news from Allen and Brownsville has been emotionally and mentally overwhelming. Those feelings can cause unseen trauma that needs to be addressed just as if they were physical injuries. Devon Taylor joins us in the studio. Devon, who should seek help and what are the signs that you may need to speak to someone?
Yeah, Clara, according to the National Alliance on Mental Illness, 1 in 5 adults in the United States have some sort of mental health disorder. And with the recent mass shootings in Allen and Brownsville, it's not making things better. Last year, Texas had the highest mass shooting among other states. And this year, we have already had 3 mass shootings. According to the CDC's website, they are seeing an increase in mental health issues as well. But that's not all. In Texas, for every 100,000 people, there are 242 mental health providers, which could make it harder to see mental health professionals. I spoke with Dr. Pardillo, who says that people who stick with the basic therapy mental health coping skills.
It's very important to get fresh air and take short walks. It's important to go to the park and sit with you and family members or a group of friends.
Dr. Pardillo also suggests using therapy apps like Calm or Distressify to assist with stress and anxiety. If you need more mental health assistance or if you're having an urgent mental health crisis, you can always dial 988. For more information, head to our website, christv.com.
Thank you, Devon. We want to tell you about another important resource that's available for people who have been affected by the tragedies in Allen and Brownsville. The Distress Hotline is the nation's only hotline dedicated to year-round disaster crisis counseling. You can call or text 1-800-985-5990. That number is on your screen to connect with trained counselor. The Disaster Distress Helpline is free.